Alright, what is up, you beautiful people, and welcome back to the Beam Time Brawl. I was considering calling it like the Laser Light Show, but nah, we're going with Beam Time. We're playing some Mengsk today. We're joined here by Gumba, Pendatopus, and I'm facing off against Koloraz. So let me just show you the map here in a moment. Bam, Beam Time. That's why it's Beam Time. We can see the entire map. Looks like there's a Raynor. Koloraz is some sort of... Koloraz is Karax, probably. Or Vorazun. Probably Vorazun, actually. How do I beat Vorazun as Mengsk? Is it just Emperor Shadow? I don't know. So, also, we have Aura. Please give me life. There we go. Thank you very much. And then we have Discharge. So your cannons have no shields. So whatever damage you do to them is gonna stick. Looks like... Oh, yeah, that's obvious in Artanis. He has three Photon Cannons. So let's go here. I'm gonna attack up here. There we go. I'm actually kind of curious what this lead sulfate complex is. It's like you put lead into more sulfur, so that there's more sulfur on it. Like I don't know. I don't know why it needs to have more sulfur, but we'll see. I guess we'll see in a moment. Anyways, my scan base doesn't work. They patched it. They patched it, boys. Your staging area is invisible permanently. It used to be able to be scannable. Used to. Precipitate out the lead sulfate again. Does he have to cool it down to precipitate it out? I don't know. This is usually what happens. You add water to cool it down again. Let's see. Staging area is just invis. Yeah, staging area this week is just invisible. There's no point scanning it. Like it's permanently stealth. No more. I think I might just go for what is it? An August grad if I am against Warzone. I'll be honest. Sulfuric acid dissolves very exothermically in water. Ah, so it explodes. Nice. So it explodes. Oh no, it's a Void Ray. What shall I ever do against that? I'll just let it run away, I guess. I don't really care. I'm just getting August grad, and then we're gonna laugh. The one true hard counter against Warzone. Get the units to clump up. And then AoE Yamato it. Let's go. I feel like of all the Mengsk videos that I've had so far of Mengsk being the tier list, like 4 or 5 out of them, 4 or 5 out of 5 or 6 of them have had an August grad in it, which I don't know. I'm not entirely mad about. I don't know about you, you guys, but yeah. So you get which initially heats it up even more. Did you make it explode? Did you make it explode? Usually, in science chemistry language terms, you read exothermic reaction, it means this can go boom. This can go boom. That's good and bad. Splashes very violently. Ooh, Rocket Boy bunker. Thank God for that. We're gonna lose our other bunker though. Uh-oh. That left side there was a bit weak, eh? Oh well. I think the DT actually stopped my Rocket Boy bunker. That was actually a big meme. Well, we lost our base there because we had like 500 less health on it. So that's that. Might have to move my Rocket Boy bunker back a bit. No, the photon cannons will hold. It took like 10 damage. It'll be okay. I'm just gonna go for that August grad still, because I'm crazy like that. There's no point going anything ground against Vorazun, and most of my anti-air on the ground is well, it's ground based. Corsairs just do away with that, and my air-to-air combat abilities is not that great. I'll be honest against what Vorazun has. Besides going straight for some August grads. I think though the Shadow Guard are like straight up just CCing some of the core structures. So yeah, mostly hit the glass of the fume hood. That's why you wear your lab coat, boys. That's why you wear your lab coat. You don't wear your lab coat, that happens to you. Oh man, that Rocket Boy bunker is so damaged now. I hope they kill it so then I can like respawn it somewhere better. I don't know. Yeah, that Rocket Boy bunker is definitely going down. Well, good thing is we got the August Grad coming in now. And my Rocket Boy bunker can heal up to full health. That's not an August Grad. That's not an August Grad. I almost got jebaited. There we go. Boom, boom. It's not AoE yet, but we're getting there. I know, I'll just keep on auto cast. But this one I'll be casting. Typing and playing at the same time is really hard. Yes, can confirm. There we go. I'm gonna move that back a little bit. Ah, man. Unlucky. Raynor's bio is actually gonna bleed through here. Stukov hopefully is gonna able to heal us up here. Oh Jesus, that's so much damage. Uh-oh. Can you blink out of it? Alright, August Grad. Whatever, don't worry about it. Yeah, the Raynor bio is kind of hurting, but good thing we have Gumba here on the Stukov. That'll help out. Here, I'm gonna just blast this Archon. Oh wait, I forgot Archons survive. Ha! Because they're too thick. Oh jeez. Okay, well I'm gonna need some other things on the field. There we go. That's the only good Mengsk army. August Grad, Lings, and a bunch of boys. Get out there. Get out there. Okay, we have some Marines here, but the August Grad is gonna whittle down the rest of these units a little bit. Should probably kill these guys. The Marauders are the dangerous guys, I'll be honest. This August Grad here is chilling. He's just out here vibing. Boom. I'm gonna move that backwards. There we go. Oh, that August Grad went down to a bunch of Void Rays. And I'll blink backwards here real quick. There we go. Actually, Chloraz doesn't even have that many Void Rays, right? Oh, yeah, there it is. All those Void Rays are gone. And then we'll use it as fire support against literally everything else. He actually does quite a bit of damage against the Archons. Yeah, the Archons are just going to get dispersed. Then I had a hydrogen sulfide generator explode in my hand. Oh, baby. That doesn't sound very fun. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. I'm just going to send out basic SMG, boys. We don't have money for LMGs. Sorry. From a bent glass pipette. There we go. I'm T3. There we go. There we go. Let's go. That's the toilet. Toilet! I was just delaying it for effect. Completely intentional. Oh jeez, there was a bunch of Void Rays there. Oh crap. I don't think I can get off this blast on those Void Rays though. I might have to get some Mutalisk actually. I think we're gonna have to do that. Oh really? Alright. Probably should give these boys LMGs. They have a lot of health, but they don't do a lot of damage. They only do 6 damage. So, yeah. Yeah, you know what, guys?
You've got my attention.
Strap on an LMG. Let's go. We need you guys to do way more damage than you're doing right now. Oh my goodness. Gumba sounds like he's always living pretty dangerously. Oh, that Raynor bio wave got shredded, but so did the rest of my wave. Those fire bats be crazy, boys. What does he have? I can't even tell what he has. He has some sort of like, oh jeez, we're gonna take some damage here. That's a lot of Corsairs. That's a lot of Corsairs. I just gotta blink back and not take aggro from the voids, and then there we go. 3 shots. Take care of the rest of them. I think I need some Ultralisk as well, because all my boys are light, so they're gonna take so much damage from everything else. These 2 Mutalisk were a moment of desperation, so we'll just put them back there and not look at them ever again. There we go. There we go. Put an old really over here. We're gonna get the witness. Oh jeez, not the witness. All right. Yeah, that's so many guys. That's a huge clump though. That's such a delicious clump. Oh, let me at it. Let me at it. Oh, all those fire bats instantly got obliterated. I'm gonna blink it back to the ground support. I feel like I should get some extra attack. What is it? Ooh, get out of there. Get out of there, Augustgrad. Uh-oh, we lost our detection. Actually, I'm gonna save this next Yamato. I don't really need it. I'm gonna save it for either the Tempest. I'm gonna probably save it for the Tempest, actually. Tempests are a huge problem right now. Mostly because they're still alive. There we go. Oh, we damaged all of them slightly. Excellent. Damaged all of them slightly. I should probably get some tanks, actually, as well. And I said I was going to get a detector, but I didn't buy it because I decided to buy a bunch of Ultralisks instead. Don't worry about that part. Yeah, I think I probably want some tanks on the ground. Yeah, we'll need some tanks. Oh my god, you got sucked in. Are you serious? Okay, whatever, it's fine. As long as I destroy that gigantic ground wave, or mostly destroy it, you know, we'll be fine. Well, that's their push. That's their death push. They're trying to really send it down here. Augustgrad went down. That's kind of bad. Gumba's gigantic wave of infantry. A bit of qualitative analytic chemistry. What is that? We're gonna get that there. I think I might just need more boys on the field. No, I need more tanks. I need to actually get a tank. So I gotta save for that. What is that? I'm gonna put the Earth Splitter down as a huge target the Tempest can shoot at, you know, instead of everything else. There we go. And we're just gonna Yamato that. Yamato took care of that. Oh god, but we didn't take care of the ground wave here. Oh Jesus. I need tanks and Aegis Guard. That's a game over, boys. Oh man, that Raynor wave, boys. That Raynor wave just powered through. Jeez. Yeah, boys. I don't know. It was tough trying to hold it down there. I think I needed more ground I just needed more presence everywhere. The Augustgrad was definitely harvesting the kills, but the fire bats, they were just too strong. They were too strong, boys. All right, boys. Let's go on to the tier list. 3, 2, 1, action. All right, and we are back. Let's get right into it. So Brawl modifiers, once again, we have Insight revealing the entire map, Discharge structures having no shields, and we have an Aura, which lets you pick a powerful buff for your units. So let's get into it. I think overall strategy, it seems like a Swarm-style high-number rushdown is the way to go, because you can easily cheese the base pretty nicely because the base has no armor on it. So anything that has extra range and you can buy in large numbers would actually be pretty good. So I think the games would actually be much shorter this week. So here's how things stack up. I actually had to really think about this one a little bit harder. So I'm thinking that our Bio Boy commanders, also known as Mengsk and Raynor, if you guys go like LMG boys and Marauders, you guys can probably just crush it. And Hot and Horror is up there as an honorable mention for the S tier. I'll be honest, it's because of the Hellions, Hellbats, and I would actually probably say Reapers too. They do a lot of AoE and chip damage, and they do a lot of anti-armor. I think that's actually not too bad. Now you're wondering, where is Swan in the S tier? And I want to say, even though Swan is kind of one of the defining characters of the week, defining commanders of the week, I don't think he's that strong. He'll slow down the game for you if he's on your team. He'll make it really crappy to play against if you're against it. But Swan's unit composition itself isn't too hard to get around, I think. So I think the commanders in the S and A tier are easily able to dispatch. Even B tier are able to dispatch of Swan's builds pretty easily, which is why I think I'm confident with putting them there. So in the A tier we have the Haka. The Haka can eat the beam for quite a long time. You just tank it, and then you can just push out some Ravissors, which could cheese the base. And the late game angle with the Haka is always going to be, I would think, always going to be Creeper Hosts, and Creeper Hosts are just so devastating against anything that's like massed on the ground. It's a good thing that Dahaka can go like small Dahaka as well, but I think it's a little bit weaker than like a Raynor Bio Ball for like, or going into a Raynor Bio Ball. It'll probably struggle a little bit more than anything else. But I think Dahaka's late game is also pretty gnarly with the Creeper Host. You can also get cooldown reduction on those guys, so that could be really good. Stukov can just tank the laser beam with large amounts of infested civilians. He can also heal his buildings, which is gnarly. I don't know why I'm using the word gnarly today, but he can also heal his buildings, which is really good in a mode where any damage sticks. So that's that. And most of his units are pretty strong into like Swan. I think some of his units actually are better, and I think Alexander just straight up crushes Swan. I don't think Swan has a great counter to it unless he has like the tier 3 Goliaths, and even then it might be a little bit tough. And don't sleep on Zagara this week. Zagara's explosive detonation playstyle, coupled with the Swan teammate to maybe turtle and slow down the game, could be devastating, because once those abs start coming in, there are no shields on your structures to absorb them. And so your imperative becomes stopping Zagara at all costs, and that is very hard. It's very hard to really stop a Zagara who's like barreling down at you. Next in the B tier, we have commanders who I think they're decent. Some of them are actually Swan counters, and some of them are just, I think, good-ish, or are regularly good, but because of the possibility of getting lasered down, are not as great as they could be. So I think Borzun is just a pretty strong Swan counter. You get the Corsairs to destroy everything that flies, including the detection, and then you get the Void Rays to clean up everything else. That's basically it. Ares bots might be a problem, but Oracles maybe. And Thors could be probably the most dangerous thing, but with a few disruption webs from your Corsairs, that might be able to take care of it. Alarak, I think, is very good against the Swan. I think tanking the beam as Alarak, though, kind of sucks more, because you have to buy a few chicken nuggets just so Alarak can, eat up as he walks forward and tanks the beam. So it'll probably take you a longer time to scale up as Alarak. And if you're against a bio ball coming into you, you're going to need as many chicken nuggets and as fast and fastest vanguards in the west to really hang on there. And if you can't make that transition as Alarak, it's going to be a bit tough. Your structure overcharge does give it 400 extra shield health, which is okay, but 400 health isn't a lot. Like, it gets chewed through pretty quickly. So that's why Alarak's kind of B. I think if you make it past like the event horizon, as in like if you stabilize, you'll be just fine. Artanis is a pretty strong Swan counter as well, with the high Archon or just high Templar, and then a bunch of Crusher ground units to just march right on through everything. Artanis can also have the potential to cheese with ranged Dragoons outranging the cannon and just like picking it off, because now it also has no shields. And the large shield, well, not large shield, the 100 shield can actually give your buildings some more health every 4 minutes, only during that time when it is under attack. But yeah, I don't know. Artanis, I don't think is the strongest, but he's definitely out here on the B because of the Swan counter potential. He is going to struggle into like a large amount of bio balls will be problematic, because your really good answer to bio ball, which is a Reaver, is so long away, like it's so far away. So it's a bit tough to make that transition. Next in the B tier, we got Nova. Nova herself, I think, would tank the beam really nicely if there's only one beam. If there's more than one beam, then that's a little bit of a problem. She is essentially a better Swan if you want to go toe-to-toe with units, like, tanks, Hellbats. Hers are just better. Goliaths are in some ways better, in some ways worse, but I think for the most part, better. And Nova could also roll out with the Marauder Commando Bio Ball, which is pretty nasty. So yeah, I don't know. I think the Nova unit pricing is here because against a enemy Bio Ball, I think the best choice of action is actually just a bunch of Banshees. I think that's what it is. It's been a while since I've had to play into that as Nova, so that's that. Next, also in the B tier, we have our boy Stetman. I realized playing some Stetman this week that Stetman is actually absolutely insane against Swan. Your Ultralists just smash him, your Banelings just crush his front line. Like, that's it, boys. You don't need anything else. You don't just Stack Breaker, blast everything to shreds. If he goes Wraiths, a few Mecha Corruptors and Gary will handle it all. Your Lings are great at tanking the beam once you get the hardened Carapace. on it, because then it takes it 5 seconds to kill one Zergling. Actually, I think it takes a little bit more than 5 seconds, but like, yeah, it's really good. Bang for your buck, definitely great at tanking. And you can scale it a little bit better. If you're not against Swan, then like, I don't know, a large train of banelings running at you is still it's still something to be reckoned with, because your structures have no shields. So if those banelings connect even once, they're gonna hurt. So yeah. Now in the C tier, we have our commanders who I think are gonna struggle a little bit. So Kerrigan, everything that's really good for her is in the second tier, and it's very vulnerable to AoE once again. If you're against Swan, Science Vessels will like smash you, and Ultralisk will get smashed by the laser beam. For the most part, you know, once you start getting up there in numbers and Ultralisk, that won't happen. But yeah, like Kerrigan herself being very powerful early game also gets like weakened quite a lot by having to tank a laser beam. So there's that. Abathur, I think you can probably just hide from the laser beam by going full roaches, but full roaches don't scale too well. Your next scaling option would be like some sort of Ravager Viper combo. Granted, like Abduct is turned off and or delayed Bile Blast. Vipers would definitely be good against any ground-based army, and they're okay against Science Vessels, not that strong. But it's just the Abathur's gonna find it a little bit hard to have fodder units to tank, I guess. Like, it'll have to be like your roaches tanking, which is like, ugh, not the greatest. And then you can't get the roach burrow ability, because then they will burrow as they walk forward, which means your other more valuable units, such as your Ravagers, will tank. That or you just have to buy a few Queens. I don't know. We'll have to see. Phoenix, Immortal Adept, pretty good. Immortal Adept into Gigantic Bio Ball, questionable. I think that's about it. I think Phoenix is decently strong against Swan. He is kind of weak with against Thors, I think. And into Thors, Phoenix will probably just have to use Colossus? I don't know, actually. I don't actually know what that would be. We're just more Immortals, because the Thors can stun the Immortals and let the tanks set up, and that would hurt a lot. Maybe it's Carriers, actually. I don't know. And finally, we have our boy Swan. He didn't even make it into the S tier this time. I think last time he did, but like I'm thinking about it, it's like, unless your whole team is Swan by himself just slows down the game, which is okay. But like Swan's units are like, oof, they're kind of oof. You probably have to end up going Thors most of the time, because like they're your one answer to like pretty much everything, especially Bio Balls. And it's gonna take a bit of time to build up Thors. But if you can slow the game down, that's not too much of a problem. But I find that, like, I don't know, Swan's front line is just very fragile, so it just evaporates pretty quickly. Which means you better hope your backline packs a punch and can kill things really quickly, because otherwise you're in for a whole lot of bad times. So that's where I think things line up. In the D tier, we have our boy Tychus, and then we have Karax there to keep him company. So Tychus is terrible into the laser beam, because the laser beam is just gonna like burn him down really hard. That'll suck. But Tychus Grenade can cheese the cannon every single time you get close to it. So if you upgrade your Tychus Grenade and you just make sure you chuck it at the cannon, you'll take that cannon after like 5 or 6 waves. So that'll be pretty good. And I don't know, the rest is like how well you play Tychus. And then we got Karax. Karax is you have like a Annihilator cheese potential due to the gigantic range of the Annihilators. He can like blast things down, be like boom, boom, boom from really far away. So that could be very, very good. Unfortunately, Annihilators get focused down by the laser beam, not the Sentinels. I don't know why. You'll see in a game this week where I get very confused about it. But that's that. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. Let me know what you guys think about the rankings. This was actually a pretty hard week to rank, I'll be honest, because there's nothing like super obviously good. I don't know. Like sometimes things look obviously good, but it's like deceptive. Like I don't think, unless you're facing off against 3 Swans, and even then, 3 Swans is beatable. But yeah, until next time, I will see you guys later.
The tires, let's light some fires.
Need a light. They picked the wrong fight.